Hello everyone, I'm Fuxis, creator of Resonite, and I'm doing another of the MMC 2026 World Hubs. MMC, if you haven't heard, it's just in the camera. It's a Metaverse Maker competition. It's a monthly competition from February 1st to March 1st, where users on Resonite have opportunity to create a number of different entries in different categories and compete for prizes. I'm one of the judges, so I'll be looking through entries to see what everyone has built and sort of get a good idea of the content that's been made. My goal is to go through every single entry. I'm going through them in sort of random order, semi-random order, whatever they kind of show up. Sometimes I might kind of skip depending on time or if it requires multiple users. And I'm making these videos so you can kind of see my first impressions. As well, my thoughts on every single entry. So with that, let's get started. We should be able to just go. So the first one in the list is called Dorothy's Adventures by H.P.G, and this is in the narrative category. So I think this is going to be the first narrative entry that I'm going to be checking out. So that's the name again. Let's check it out. I'm gonna adjust the camera so you can better see what I'm seeing. Oh. Make sure my multimedia's up. Okay, so we got a world story. I love the cardboard kind of aesthetic. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff on the ground, sketches and stuff. That's kind of cute. And we've got some permaflags. Story. The story will be hosted by the main player. Recommend playing single. Also, it can be joined by multiple people. Okay, how do I start? Do I click that thing? I think I click that thing. Ooh! Oh my god. Oh, it just grew, I think.
心優しくて手先の器用なドロシーはヘンリーおじさんと M おばさん、そして犬のトトと一緒に暮らしていました。ドロシーはいつもヘンリーおじさんと M おばさんを手伝うとても良い子でした。そんなある日、巨大な竜巻がドロシーの町を襲いました。それに気づいたヘンリーおじさんと M おばさんは地下室へ避難し、ドロシーも後を追いました。しかし地下へ入ろうとしたその時、トトの姿が見えないことに気づいたのです。ドロシーはトトを助けるため家の中へ戻りました。竜巻が家を包み込み、家は空高く舞い上がりました。
Oh. Why am I big now? Oh, there we go.
どうやらどこかに着いたようです。ドロシーは家の外へ出てみることにしました。
I don't cute it actually seems like they've drawn these and then it's made into these cardboard cutouts. It's drawn in traditional style. It's pretty cute. Even the building.
安西、救世主が来たぞー。やっほー。 ドロシーは何が起こっているのか分かりませんでした。本当にありがとう、ドロシー。あなたは悪い東の魔女を倒してくれたのです。
That seems too fast. It's already defeated the witch.
実は悪い東の魔女が立っていた場所にドロシーの家が落ち、倒してしまったのでした。
Oh my god.
感謝の印に東の魔女が持っていた王冠を差し上げましょう。東の魔女の王冠はドロシーの頭にそっと乗せられました。喜びもつかの間、ドロシーは家へ帰る方法を北の魔女に尋ねました。私にはわかりませんが、エメラルドの城に住む偉大なるオズなら知っているかもしれません。あの黄色いレンガの道をずっと進みなさい。ドロシーは黄色い道を進み、エメラルドの城へ向かいました。
Dog is following me. Okay, I guess I go there. Aha. I've heard this song somewhere, I think. Scarecrow.
あそこに誰かが縛られています。
Did I rescue him?
誰か助けてください。カカシが縛られています。ちょうど近くにノコギリがあります。
Is that a saw? That looks like a saw. Aha. I don't think she's as good.
本当にありがとうございます。友達に頭が空っぽだとからかわれて、ここに縛られてしまったんです。ところで、どちらへ向かっているのですか？ドロシーはカカシに偉大なるオズに会いに行くと話しました。本当ですか？それなら僕も一緒に行ってもいいですか？オズに考える頭をもらいたいんです。ドロシーはカカシと一緒に旅をすることにしました。
Can we follow me now? We actually follow me. Yay. Okay, who's next?
今回はあそこに誰かが立っていますね。助けてください。木を切っている途中で雨が降って体が錆びてしまったんです。それは大変。あそこにオイルがありますよ。
Just put it here. Spray.
ありがとうございます。危うくここにずっと立ったままになるところでした。ところで皆さんはどこへ向かっているのですか？ドロシーはブリキの木こりに偉大なるオズに会いに行くと話しました。 それなら私も一緒に行ってもいいですか？偉大なるオズにあなたのような優しい心を授けてほしいのです。ドロシーはブリキの木こりと一緒に行くことにしました。
Yeah, you don't have to follow me. Yay. One more.
Gao!
Aha, it's fine. I thought it was gonna be a furry.
ライオンが現れました。行け、トト、君に決めた。
Roar. Doesn't sound like a dog.
ごめんなさい。悪いことをしました。お腹が空きすぎてどうしようもなかったんです。許してください。ドロシーは特別にライオンを許してあげることにしました。
Just anger.
許してくれてありがとうございます。実は僕、とても臆病で狩りもできず、毎日お腹を空かせていたんです。ドロシーはライオンがかわいそうに見えて、一緒に偉大なるオズに会いに行こうと誘いました。本当ですか？それなら僕は勇気をくださいってお願いしたいです。
Let's go. Why is the tree being scanned?
旅を続けていたドロシーと仲間たちは大きな崖を見つけました。あらら、道がありません。どうしましょう。ちょうどあそこに大きな木がありますね。あれを倒して渡るのはどうでしょう。それなら僕が木を切って倒せると思います。僕に任せてください。
I need to like hit the bridge thing. It's doing sounds sometimes. I assume it's working when it makes the sounds. Oh. It went away. Yay.
「ついに大きな木が倒れ、ドロシーと仲間たちは木を渡り始めました。
Oh, there's a collider there. Oh, there we go, it's gone. Very high up. Oh no, what's happening? I can't move now.
あれは何でしょう。
What?
皆さん、僕の後ろに隠れてください。
Ah, that's the flying monkeys. Oh, I have to hide here. Wait, what am I supposed to do? What am I doing?
とても怖かったです。ドロシーと仲間たちはエメラルドの城へ向かい続けました。
Where's the lion?
ついにエメラルドの城に到着しました。さあ、中に入りましょう。
It's gonna open. Oh.
ほっほっほ。ようこそ、わしがオズじゃ。みんなはそれぞれ欲しいものを話しました。だがお前たちはもう欲しいものをすでに持っておるぞ。オズはみんながすでに望むものを持っていると言いました。証には崖を渡るときに発揮した知恵があり、ブリキの木こりには仲間のために橋を作った温かい心があり、ライオンには仲間を守るために勇気を出した強さがあったのです。しかしドロシーは自分だけはまだ望むものを得ていないと訴えました。ふむ、それならば悪い西の魔女を倒してくれたらお前たちの願いを叶えてやろう。ドロシーと仲間たちは悪い西の魔女を倒すため再び旅に出ました。
So more dazzling Oz. Oh. Ooh, that's cool. Oh.
よくも恐れずにここまで来たわね。
Oh jeez. Oh, it's like working now.
悪い西の魔女が現れました。
To shoot her?
覚悟しなさい。
Huh? But on the floor. What am I supposed to do here? It's shaking. Oh, there we go. Now it's doing a thing. Oh my god, she has a health bar. Oh. Do I have health? Aha!
ついに魔女を倒しました。
What if there's guns in the thing?
ドロシー、覚えてろ。さあ、エメラルドの城へ戻りましょう。
Oh. Oh, there's the credits here. And, nice. Got the credits. They could have a little gloopy there. Oh, there's more characters. Dorothy, you, Toto, Uncle Henry, Aunt Munchkins, Good Witch of the North, Wicked Witch of the East, Stu Wicked Corderline Lion, Scarecrow, Kratos, Monkey. Voice actor Dorothy, you! Been Dorothy all along, Russian. Okay. Uncle Henry and Munchkins. They actually have voice. BGM. Oh yeah, it's Kevin MacLeod. And you only gotta recognize some of the songs. Spyware and Mesca, Enchanted Forest, Rare Sound. There's tools. Resonite. It's here. Ah. Easy story. Team Easy story. And we return. Now what?
おお、悪い西の魔女を倒してくれたのだな。では約束通り願いを叶えてやろう。オズはみんなの願いを叶えました。かかしには藁でできた脳を、
Brain made out of straw.
ブリキの木こりには布でできた心臓を、
Heart of cloth.
ライオンには勇気が湧く薬を渡しました。
Potion of courage.
そして最後にドロシーには家に帰る力を授けました。
Return home now.
ドロシーがその力を使うと体がふわりと浮かび上がりました。
No? I'm gonna float.
ドロシー、本当にありがとう。気をつけて帰ってくださいね。さよなら、ドロシー。
Sayonara. Well.
さあ、家に帰る時間です。本当によく頑張りました。
Yay. Am I supposed to go or is it? Oh, never mind. Whoa. Also a bit big. There we go. Yay, they're back.
こうしてドロシーは無事に家へ帰ることができました。めでたし、めでたし。
What is the drawings? I like this kind of style, like with the cardboard cutout. It's like, has a charm to it. These are pretty cool. Very like anime style. Yay. License. Display. Huh. Ooh, they got like all the screenshots and everything here. It's pretty cool. It's Wizard of the Oz. Now in Resonite. Ooh, there's props. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna collect all the MC stuff. Here we go. Oh, that is the Gloopy. I can have Gloopy now. Okay. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna put Gloopy here. So this was Dorothy's Adventure by H.P.G. That's a pretty cool story. Well, so let's see what's next. The next entry in the list is a brief history of African American Music Museum by Jewel, which is in the EST category. So let me show that one on the camera so you can read the name. So let's check it out. I'm gonna open it up. Let's see. Still loading. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. Come on. Why is the loading bar not going away? Maybe a lot of multimedia here, maybe. Still loading. Looks loaded to me, but maybe I don't want to break it. Let me see debug. Debug? There's nothing in debug. Maybe just glitch. I'm gonna go. Oh no. Parental advisory. Oh, there's a lot of assets. Software. The credits. Copy shortcut. Yeah, YouTube. Okay. And it's got translations too. Huh.
Hi, welcome to my museum. Before you enter, I'd like to give you a brief introduction. In the museum, you'll find these buttons all around the place. Click them and you'll have a bird narrator there to explain whatever you're looking at. Once you click the button, that bird's going to start yapping and won't stop until they finish and what they have to say. I'm writing this script before I've made the world, so somewhere in the world or your context menu, you'll find a volume slider for all the narrators. This all was made in about a week, from starting research and writing a script to the building of the world, so the depth of the information in some sections may not cover everything. Finally, I do need to mention that this topic relates to race in America dating back to the 18th century, so there will be topics and language, including slurs, that may be potentially upsetting to some users. With that out of the way, thank you so much for checking out my project. I hope you enjoy it and learn something new, and happy Black History Month.
It's very quiet. I maxed out my multimedia too, and sound effects. Let me see. Unless it's under UI. Could be UI. Let me try.
Hi, and welcome to my museum.
Nope.
Before you enter, I'd like to give you a brief introduction. In the museum, you'll find these buttons.
Yeah, it's multimedia, but I have it at 100 and it's still kind of quiet.
Birds are going to start yapping and won't stop until they finish and what they have to say. I'm writing the world, so somewhere in the world or your context menu, you'll find a volume slider for all the narrators.
Channel.
This all was made in about a week, from starting research and writing a script to the building of the world. So
I'm
the depth of
liking
the
it.
information in some sections may not cover
18th
everything.
century.
Finally, I do need to mention that this topic relates to race in America dating back to the 18th century, so there will be topics and language, including slurs, that may be potentially upsetting to some users. With that out of the way, thank you so much for checking out my project. By the late 18th century, America had grown to be about 15 states large, and across the country, the enslavement of Africans was a major part of American society. This was foundational to America's economy and had large impacts on the society culturally. Maintaining control over enslaved people was so critical to America that it influenced the religious beliefs of white Americans to change in an attempt to justify what they were doing. Enslavers would use physical abuse, social manipulation, and especially religious manipulation to ensure that the enslaved population wouldn't revolt and other groups wouldn't try to assist them. White American Christianity would begin to teach everyone that whites were people made in God's image and Africans were literally subhuman animals. To many white Americans, this gave them a divine right to oppress and abuse non-whites. Much like the goal of the eugenics program yet to come, this version of Christianity aimed to identify people of color as less evolved creatures, therefore not being subject to humane treatment because technically they're not human. At the same time, enslaved Africans were being taught this version of Christianity, and seeing the flaws in the beliefs, many Africans would collect and form invisible churches where they could practice their faith and beliefs as they believed them. In these unseen churches is born one of the first genres of African American music, the Negro spiritual.
I don't like the style of recording, but it's very quiet and I don't know how to increase it. I need to increase my system volume a bit, but it's already pretty high. Okay, let's see if this helps. Oh, there's like link. Oh, does it open? Does it open a... Oh, there we go, it's Wikipedia. I was wondering if this is gonna be like PDF. Okay, let's continue on. There's more stuff. Cora. Seen her somewhere.
Negro spiritual as a music genre was born from the societal pressures of racism and oppression. Negro spirituals had hymns, melodies, and rhythms influenced by the West African heritage that most enslaved Africans had, in combination with the shared feelings they had about the inhumane living conditions, work struggles, and spiritual strife. These factors caused the music to be a unification of Africans across the country and a source of hope that they would one day be freed. These songs would often contain coded messages of escape plans, hope, and resistance. Harriet Tubman was known to use these songs when talking about the Underground Railroad, like in the following song when she was telling people she would be escaping soon. I'm sorry I'm going to leave you, farewell, oh farewell, but I'll meet you in the morning, farewell, oh farewell, I'll meet you in the morning, I'm bound for the promised land, on the other side of Jordan, bound for the promised land. From these circumstances and cultural influences is laid the foundation of much African American music. The landscape of African American music would change greatly post-emancipation, and going into the 20th century, we'd see the proliferation of new music genres. A focus on rhythm and beats, call and response structures, repetitive choruses, and improvised lyrics are fundamental parts of these spirituals and can be seen to this day in rhythm and blues, hip-hop, jazz, soul, disco, and other distinctly black music styles.
Oh. It actually reminds me a little bit like over here, there's like been like during the country I come from, there's been a lot of art like during the socialist era because certain things were kind of forbidden. Like back then, people were kind of oppressed, and it reminds me how that kind of shows up in the art and in the culture. Emancipation. Oh, it's actually includes the document.
In the 19th century, there were three major events that happened which caused many shifts in the African American community, and by extension, their music. In 1808, the transport of African slaves to America was banned, reducing the import of African culture into the United States. 2. Some 18th century legislation that was only enforced in the 19th century barred African Americans from playing what were deemed loud instruments, leading to the usage of European instruments in a traditionally African style. And 3. The Second Great Awakening caused the religious conversion of significant numbers of free and enslaved Africans. The Second Great Awakening was essentially a large wave of religious spread from about 1800 to 1840, in which preachers would go around the country preaching about the church and salvation. These large cultural shifts in America, in conjunction with the Emancipation Proclamation, would begin the shift from African to African American identity. Post-emancipation, African American musicians were now having their music documented by white publishers, which exposed many more people to black music. The first documentation of black music in America was a collection in 1867 titled Slave Songs of the United States, just 4 years after emancipation. Funny enough, the white publishers of these compositions admitted that their musical notation was unable to capture the essence of black music because of how much of the sound was dependent on the performer's own spin on the work.
I wish I'd seen like this document. I think how it kind of goes like through the history of the things. Gospel. Just like there we go.
Gospel music was the spiritual, pun intended, successor to the Negro spirituals of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. By the start of the 20th century, there were entire generations of people of African descent born and raised in America, growing up with American culture and many beliefs, including religious beliefs which they explored through music. The genre emerged from three major types of musical activity going on during the 1930s, which helped to form the sound of gospel. First, there was a Philadelphia minister named Charles Albert Tyndall who composed hymns based on old Negro spirituals, updated to add the newer music techniques that were popular.
$1.25.
Gospel music was the spiritual, pun intended, successor to the Negro spirituals of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. By the start of the 20th century, there were entire generations of people of African descent born and raised in America, growing up with American culture and many beliefs, including religious
examples,
beliefs, which they explored.
Mention like YouTube.
The genre emerged from three major types of musical activity going on during the 1930s, which helped to form the sound of gospel. First, there was a Philadelphia minister. Ragtime music was among the first popular black music genres post-emancipation, reaching national popularity in the late 19th century. This explosion in popularity was caused by white publishers adapting and documenting ragtime music played by African American musicians to standard sheet music composition and distributing those in print form. The genre has its roots in the southern and midwestern United States, though ragtime would eventually reach the east and west coast and even Europe. Many ragtime musicians would travel, performing their music across America for audiences. Many of these artists, like Charles Hunter, Thomas Turpin, and Louis Chauvin, would end up congregating in Missouri, where many famous ragtime compositions would be created. The first published piece of ragtime work would be Tom Turpin's Harlem Rag in 1897. Scott Joplin was among these traveling musicians settling down in Missouri, doing work as a piano teacher while also composing. In 1899, his song Maple Leaf Rag would thrust him into the limelight, bringing him great fame and a steady income. You've probably heard Joplin's work without even realizing it, such as his 1902 song The Entertainer, which is the stereotypical silent movie song. Joplin was so influential in shaping the sound of ragtime that he has since been nicknamed the King of Ragtime Writers. It's difficult to pinpoint exactly what made a song ragtime because each artist had their own version of what the style was. This is compounded by the fact that a performance of ragtime is very much up to the ear of the performer, who would take liberties in the performance even if they were working with a composed piece, a trait we'll see in many black music genres to come. To put it simply as I can while I barely understand it myself, ragtime sound came from its syncopation, which is when offbeats are given more emphasis than the usual beats we expect, which gives the beat a lively rhythm that's difficult to predict and thus exciting to listen and dance to. By the 1920s, ragtime experienced a decline in popularity and began to fall out of style as genres like jazz, blues, and gospel were beginning to take center stage in the sphere of black music.
I know where that one is looping. I've just kind of had like some examples because I'm not too familiar like with these styles, and it's easier to like... Well, let me see if I can fix this one. Oh. Oh, now it's stopped. There are like some samples for these, like would make it like maybe easier to recognize and connect it to things I know or maybe had heard before.
Blues music was used to express the strife and struggles African Americans face in a post-emancipation America. It's very important to emphasize that blues music was not the music of slaves and their strife, but instead of free African Americans threatened with racism, discrimination, violence, and oppression by much of the American population, and especially the government. The Great Migration of African Americans to the northern United States was a major factor in shaping blues. As African Americans migrated north out of the rural and more prejudiced South, they brought with them their culture and music to these urban environments and societies. Being the sound of post-emancipation African Americans, blues often spoke of the prejudice they faced from white Americans, financial struggles imposed on them by a racist system, Jim Crow-era policy, the difficulty of farm life which many were doing post-emancipation, and the hope many African Americans had for a better future for their people. The 1890s would be the beginning of a prominent movement in America referred to as the New Negro Mindset, which advocated for African Americans to take pride in their racial heritage, defy white supremacy, and fight back against the oppressive system America pushed on African American people. The New Negro Mindset came as a response to the Jim Crow era of American policies. This was a time when African American men, women, and children were being put on trial for menial offenses or outright false accusations and sentenced anyway, often by all-white juries. This is assuming, of course, that they were even given a trial to begin with, as it was pretty common for groups of white Americans to form vigilante mobs based on a rumor and murdering innocent people, desecrating their bodies, taking photos of their corpses, and hanging them from trees. It's pretty bad stuff, but look up lynching postcards. Real thing, people would take photos with the corpses of lynched black people and send them as postcards. It's crazy, and it was less than 100 years ago. These were the struggles that blues music spoke about. Blues music became the voice of the people and black culture at the time. Cultural references and characters would begin showing up in songs based on events happening at the time. In 1928, blues musician Mississippi John Hurt wrote a song which recounted the murder of Billy Lyons by Lee Stagger Shelton, also referred to as Stagger Lee. This would establish Stagger Lee as a concept of a bad person in blues music. The song would be readapted later in 1959 by Lloyd Price in a big band style. After emancipation, many African Americans were given land by the federal government, which would show up as a theme in music. Charlie Patton would reference this in his 1929 recording of Mississippi Boll Weevil Blues, a song about the boll weevil bug plaguing farmlands at the time. The most significant cultural reference, though, was to white Americans' attempts to bring back a legal form of slavery through the use of prison labor. Parchman Farm, now Mississippi State Penitentiary, yes, this place is still open, even after this, in Sunflower County, Mississippi, was infamous as a place African American men were sent and effectively forced into slave labor. Parchman Farm became so infamous that it would be referenced in Bucka White's Parchman Farm Blues, recorded in 1940. Parchman Farm Blues included lyrics such as, "Oh, listen, you men, I don't mean no harm. If you want to do good, you better stay off old Parchman Farm. I'm down on Parchman Farm, but I sure want to go home, but I hope someday I will overcome." This is your annual Black History Month reminder that slavery was never actually made illegal in America because prisoners can still be enslaved. Blues would go on to be a major influence on pretty much every black genre of music around it at the time and set many of the standard musical practices for many generations of music to come.
Oof. Good sound. Jazz.
In the midst of the early 20th century Jim Crow era and during World War II difficulties, New Orleans was developing one of the most famous and influential genres to come out of American
That's quite a bit of
culture
materials.
ever, jazz.
Like Texas, like
Initially, the term jazz wasn't even the name of the genre of music, but simply described music as coming from the New Orleans area. Jazz found its place in speakeasies of the Prohibition era, giving many jazz musicians a venue to play in. Within about 2 decades, an entire generation of New Orleans residents had grown up with jazz and began traveling the United States sharing these works, recording with studios, and distributing music via record labels, which led to its booming popularity in the late 40s. Jazz began as music that was passed down from one musician to another, opposed to being written down and formally composed. A music critic of the time, Whitney Ballot, described jazz as being the sound of surprise, which made the music go great with dancing and parties. In conjunction with singers of the time, jazz would become a nationally popular genre and push musicians to the forefront of popular culture. What set jazz apart from the other contemporary genres so much was the control the performer had over the work. Where traditional European music gave most of its power to the composer, which the performer had to follow, jazz artists would put their own personal inflection and style in the music, making each song truly unique to its performer. Part of this was the call and response structure of jazz instrumentals. To put it briefly, because I barely understand it myself, call and response in music is the concept that one musician will throw out a call, maybe a set of 3 notes, and another musician may respond to the call with their own complementary notes. The artists are effectively having a conversation with their instruments and doing some improv off one another's work, which adds to jazz's unique sound and enhances the abilities performers had. A basic example of this call and response structure can be found in A Tribe Called Quest's 1990 rap song, "Can I Kick It?" The lead singer of the song calls out, "Can I kick it?" to which the crowd responds, "Yes, you can," during the chorus. In the 1940s, the ongoing World War had an impact on pretty much every facet of American life. In the case of jazz, the draft of soldiers sent many musicians to the front lines of war. Entertainment was taxed extremely higher to encourage citizens to conserve resources, and resources like gasoline and rubber were in such low supply that it made touring difficult. What this did was break up many big bands who ended up becoming smaller or solo acts, which would fuel the growth of the rhythm and blues genre that was starting to come into its own.
I find it like every era you give it like music that like people don't like because it's like too it's modern and they have like this kind of reaction to it, and it's just like it feels ageless. No, like jazz feels like it's kind of like a classic style. Wow. It's one of the things I always remember from school is like that like has like bunch of like but like what's the word? Not interpretation, improvisation like element to it. Oh, rock and roll.
Rock and roll is among the first large genres of black music, which is a combination of two other well-known black genres, those being blues and gospel. With both genres established in the early 20th century and popularized by the 50s, a generation of musicians to come were growing up exposed to these works, and as adults did what those before them did and took inspiration from the music they listened to, added a twist to it, and eventually made a new genre. Combine that with post-World War II positivity, and rock and roll became the big sound of the young, rebellious generation. In 1965, famous rhythm blues artist Fats Domino was quoted as saying, "What they call rock and roll is rhythm and blues. I've been playing it for 15 years in New Orleans." By this point, the gospel genre had popularized the usage of a guitar front and center with a vocalist. Artists like Sister Rosetta Tharpe, a gospel singer and guitarist, and Big Mama Thornton, a rhythm and blues shouter, were influential on the development of rock and roll with their loud and aggressive guitars, smooth saxophone solos, and piano with solo vocalists placed in the limelight. The first instance of the term rock and roll comes from Trixie Smith's 1922 blues song My Daddy Rocks Me with One Steady Roll. But the first song to be considered rock and roll itself is Ike Turner's Rocket 88 in 1951. The song set itself apart and established the genre with an upbeat tempo, propulsive rhythm, distorted guitar, and a killer saxophone solo. The rock and roll label would also come in 1951 when Cleveland DJ Alan Freed began calling his R&B radio show Moondog's Rock and Roll Party. The rock sound would develop further in 1955 when Little Richard released his song Tutti Frutti, when he replaced the typical R&B shuffle rhythm, popularized by Louis Jordan's Caledonia, with a faster beat which came to characterize the genre. Richard's drummer, Charles Connor, explained the rock and roll beat was created when artists like Richard and Domino moved piano from being an accompanying instrument to the foreground of the music. This is seen in Richard's Tutti Frutti and Domino's Blueberry Hill. As R&B instrumentalists would transition to this new style, vocalists would adopt a more rhythmic vocal style that matched the energy of the instruments and gave rock and roll its distinctive, loud singing style. Ruth Brown's Mama He Treats Your Daughter Mean, Laverne Baker's Tweedledee, and Etta James's The Wallflower all show this change in sound from R&B to rock and roll. This budding genre also matched the energy of its listeners, many of whom were young, rebellious teenagers. While R&B was known for speaking on more adult themes of life, so much early rock and roll had positive, energetic topics like young love, teenage emotions, and high school. Rock and roll's popularity continued to rise in the 50s with the release of tracks like Fats Domino's Ain't That a Shame and Chuck Berry's Johnny B. Good, which was heard in Back to the Future's ending scene. With the slow progression of American politics moving towards desegregation, more diverse people of the younger generation were beginning to be exposed to these distinctly black styles of music. Typically, what would happen is a white artist is exposed to a work of black music, then would either cover or create new works based on that style. And then, because white America was more willing to listen to that music, this is where we get Elvis Presley. Even with a white man performing this music, though, there was still large amounts of stigma and, to put it bluntly, racism towards black artists and their works. Eventually, though, politics progressed and to some extent, rock and roll got whitewashed, which made it more digestible to a larger audience of white people. Since the 1950s, rock and roll has been one of the most popular and varied genres of music to come from America, with rock reaching its peak around the 1980s, with bands like Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, and AC/DC.
So...
As the civil rights and black power movements garnered more space in the public consciousness, the music of the black community began to reflect
many examples of like some music.
Soul is a combination of gospel and R&B that grew in tandem with the black community's increasing resistance to oppression and strengthening of black pride.
They can be like included because of the licensing
of 1950s America. Where gospel music covered topics relating to Christian conviction and preaching, soul took on a secular angle, approaching the topics of all matters of blackness, taking pride in being black, recognizing black beauty, the hardships of being black in a segregated America, and all aspects of black life. By the 1960s, the civil rights movement was in full swing in the forefront of black and American politics. Political activists like Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Kwame Ture, and many others would continue to push for the humane and equal treatment of all races in America in their own way. Malcolm X established the ideology of black nationalism, which promoted black unity and black pride across the country, and this activism grew into a political movement to which black people assigned social and cultural meanings described as soul. The term became associated with many aspects of black culture, such as music, dance, art, fashion, and language, and with that, this emerging genre of politically active music would gain the title of soul. Soul reached its peak in the late 60s and would ride that well through the 70s, with artists like Stevie Wonder, Bill Withers, Marvin Gaye, and so many others finding success in the genre. They took the rhythms, musical structures, vocal and instrumental styles, and gospel's emotional delivery with the groovy and melodic sound of rhythm and blues to create the expressive sound of soul. Many artists, with their gospel influence, would perform in a way akin to the preaching style that gospel delivered. This would include improvising sounds during performance and repeating words and phrases punctuated with grunts and shouts. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell's Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Bill Withers' Lean On Me, and Stevie Wonder's Signed, Sealed, Delivered all deliver boisterous soul sound and center around topics of unity and togetherness. Comparing these songs to earlier soul music, such as Ray Charles' 1957 hit I've Got a Woman and This Little Girl of Mine, shows how soul evolved from a jazzy, big band style of music to a more personal and sensual style. Soul would continue to prosper through the 70s as political activism and black pride remained relevant in America, kept going on as many felt that the job of civil rights activism was not yet finished.
Oh. Kan jag få lite cut off at the end? Disco? Oh, there's multiple things here.
Disco's origins begin in Europe, specifically in the upscale dance venues which featured primarily black music and especially jazz. We actually get the disco name from the French word discothèque. The idea of underground nighttime dance parties comes from World War II era Germany and France, but in America the genre was pioneered by disc jockeys of the late 60s, referred to as DJs, in the underground dance venues such as house parties and bathhouses in New York, frequented by blacks, Latinos, and gays. The DJs of these venues frequently played soul, funk, and Latin American music. A lot of disco's distinct sound and flair and the disco beat was developed by the studio musicians of Philadelphia International Records. The label's distribution of works helped to put disco music in the public eye. In 1965 in New York, DJ Terry Knoll, who, fun fact, was a drag queen, hell yeah, who frequently performed in a club called Arthur, would begin using two turntables to seamlessly mix two records. Rather than waiting for a song to end and then queuing up the next after and playing that, Knoll would instead have the other record nearby ready to go and switch to that track once the first song ended, eliminating the silence between tracks and keeping the groove going. Entering into the 70s, New York's emerging disco scene would ingrain itself into the local gay club culture. Disco fans, DJs, musicians, and clubbers were primarily African American, Latino, and gay. By the 1970s, disco fever was spreading through the nightclubs of America, making DJs into underground stars who had mastered the skill of setting the right vibe in a crowd, and many rising stars who would create and perform music for disco dancing. Billboard's editor for dance music, Joe Radcliffe, wrote in a 1980 article, "In 1974 to 1975, the disco music scene was literally controlled by a handful of black artists affiliated with a small group of specialized record labels led by Motown and Philadelphia International Records. During this time, we saw the growth of artists like the Jackson 5, the Village People, Gloria Gaynor, and Donna Summer with tracks such as ABC, YMCA, I Will Survive, and Hot Stuff. The release of the 1978 film Saturday Night Fever, which centered around disco dancing, would cause an explosive growth in disco's popularity that reached far outside its typical black Latino demographic, and firmly established the genre to the public going into the 80s. Unfortunately, disco's popularity would begin its descent soon after. This decline would be fueled by two major factors. One, the popularity and commercialization of disco records led to the genre just becoming kind of stale and lacking originality in new works. And two, disco's connection to the black and gay community would make it a target of racism and homophobia. In 1979, Chicago DJ Steve Dahl hosted a disco demolition night in a baseball park, where after the first game, Dahl detonated a large pile of thousands of vinyl records, most of which were from disco artists, but also included funk, soul, rhythm and blues, and rock records by artists of color. So just blatant fucking racism from a fucking loser. This public sentiment would force club culture to go back into a safer underground scene, eventually leading to the creation of the house genre of music. Disco was also frequently sampled by DJs in the hip-hop scene and helped give the backing tracks to those artists.
What's this one?
In the face of raging
kind of broken
racism
up a
and
little
homophobia,
bit
many
more.
dance clubs known for playing disco music would go back to being underground. As has been the case with black music for so much of American history, the environmental factors of prejudice and discrimination would become the breeding ground yet again for a new genre of music, house. Beginning in the 80s club scene, house music had to fill in the disco shoes of being dance music that kept the crowd moving. To fulfill this need, DJs started using analog and digital instruments like synthesizers, drum machines, samplers, sequencers, and multi-track mixers. There were 3 major hubs for this genre: Chicago, Detroit, and New York. House was most popular and evolved most in Chicago, while Detroit developed the techno genre. Like disco, house music was extremely popular in Chicago's gay club scene, with many pioneering DJs being black and gay themselves. Frankie Knuckles and Larry Levin, both queer black men, performed at New York queer club Paradise Garage, and in 1977, Knuckles moved to Chicago, where he developed much of the house sound at the Warehouse Dance Club. Knuckles went on to become known as the godfather of house, making a name for himself with tracks like Your Love and Let the Music Use You in 1987. In his music, he would often take soul and funk tracks, manipulate their tempos, and layer those with percussion instruments. The name for house came from DJ performances at Warehouse being so popular that record stores in the Chicago area would have sections labeled as heard at Warehouse for sale, which was shortened to house. As house became more popular in Chicago, it began seeing a vibrant dance scene. Tracks were being played on local radio stations, and records were distributed for the genre. Chicago became a major exporter of house music with
I also
4
like
major
need like
record
this
labels,
like as a
Trax
part of like
Records,
text or
DJ
something,
International
because
Records,
like a lot of
Casual
information
Records, and
at
Dance
once.
Mania began to put out records from prominent Chicago area DJs. As Chicago built the house scene, the music got adopted by many Detroit and New York clubs who were looking to fill the void left by disco. Since then, house has become a staple of dance clubs around the world in cities like London, Berlin, and Paris, where it is still popular to this day.
I'm getting a bit lost in the info.
Hip-hop and rap grew up in the 70s together under the hip-hop name before splitting off from each other later. Starting in the inner-city impoverished Bronx County in New York City, where communities were plagued by poverty, the war on drugs, and gang violence since the 60s and 70s, hip-hop dance jockeys would repurpose pre-recorded tracks.
Like nice materials
DJs
though.
performed their works in places like community
There's like a very
centers,
kind of museum
house
kind of
parties, city parks,
museum
neighborhood
vibe
block
to
parties,
this.
and local clubs. Using 2 turntables each with their own track, DJs would mix and manipulate the tracks for their audience. They scratched, mixed, and swapped records on the fly to give a truly unique musical experience that was improvised and different every time. Whilst performing,
makes
DJs
it
would
like
often speak
feel
to
like
the
very
audience and hype
postery,
up the crowd
like
with
they're
speed.
actually being
But
big.
eventually, DJing became so intricate and involved that they would have masters of ceremonies, or MCs, take over the duty of engaging with the crowd. These MCs would be the first rappers performing over the tracks DJs made. One of the most famous DJs of all time is Grandmaster Flash, who performed live DJ sessions in the Bronx. He established so much of the technique and style of early hip-hop that would forever shape not just the hip-hop genre, but so much contemporary and pop music to come. Grandmaster Flash created and mastered many techniques of DJing that others would go on to use. While he didn't invent record scratching, he is considered to be the first one to have perfected the technique of scratching the record back and forth. DJs realized that the drum breaks were popular with audiences and would try to repeat those sections. Grandmaster Flash perfected this to the point he could play the break section on one record and then find the same segment on another identical record. When the break beat finished on the first record, he would use his mixer to quickly switch over to the other turntable where the same beat was queued up and ready to play. With this skill, Grandmaster Flash cemented himself as one of, if not the best DJs of all time, and made the genre of music synonymous with his name. In the late 70s, a few record labels would slowly dip their toes into hip-hop, and from this we got the first rap song, Rapper's Delight, which was produced by Sylvia Robinson of Sugar Hill Records in 1979. Rapper's Delight was an overnight sensation and brought national interest to hip-hop and the soon-to-be rap genre. Before this, most hip-hop was live performances that
Okay, so this is... Oh, there's where the examples are.
MCs would begin recording performances and releasing mixtapes, which started through the 80s and 90s. The rap genre developed past the simple rhymes, beats, and lyrics present from Rapper's Delight. Rap began to be a music for the voice of young black men in America, specifically from the West and East Coast, to talk about the difficulties they face in their communities like gun violence, gang crime, police brutality, rampant racism, and economic strife. On the West Coast, we saw the rise of rappers like Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, and Eazy-E and Niggas with Attitude fame.
So I ended up like having the video flagged.
Tracks of all time, like Fuck the Police, Straight Outta Compton, and Gangsta Gangsta, all off the Straight Outta Compton album. In the early 90s, there was a
I haven't heard this one before.
artists like Tupac and Biggie. These themes present in this music would lead many to refer to this music as gangsta rap, and often described by the American public as too hardcore and violent, labeling these men as threats even though all they were doing was communicating the threats they faced in their own lives. In NWA Fuck the Police,
I might have
rapper
heard that in
starts the
some
song off with a
things.
strong, blunt political statement. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown, and not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Later in the song, MC Ren continues with this statement. Lights start flashing behind me, but they're scared of a nigga, so they mace me to blind me. These lyrics shine a light on the inherent racism and violence many police organizations showed towards black men. But instead of the root issue being addressed, it is instead how these men spoke about it that became controversial. Going through the 90s, conscious rap became popular as the lyrical emphasis of the rap genre has lent itself extremely well to conveying political messages. Much like soul was an avenue for a young generation to express their strife in the 70s, rap did the same for young black people in America in the 90s and 80s.
Really? Who's those? Good my music on Bandcamp. Actually, wait.
The rap genre has since maintained popularity in the American public and has gone on to evolve into many different subgenres of style. In the 2010s, with the prevalence of the internet, media hosting platforms, and social media, new rappers would come out on the scene entirely from the internet. Mac Miller, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, and XXXTentacion all gained fame in the internet era of rap independently. The latter three, Peep, Juice, and X, all came out during the SoundCloud era, and despite all dying at young ages, left a lasting impact on the rap genre with their own unique styles of rap that was only possible in an age when anyone could share their art at a low cost. The creation of music sharing platforms like SoundCloud were instrumental in changing how music in the rap genre was distributed and created. Where before a musician had to make a name for themselves in their local scene and hope to be picked up by a local label, rappers could now instead release their music on the internet and distribute it through SoundCloud at effectively no cost. Later in 2016, Lil Peep was among the first to blow up off SoundCloud with the release of his Hellboy mixtape. With a ghostly emo style, Peep gained quick fame and would soon go on to tour. While on tour in 2017, Peep was found dead in his tour bus before a show of an apparent overdose. He had just turned 21 2 weeks. Also in 2016, Florida resident XXXTentacion was in juvenile detention, and while there, his music career started when Kendrick Lamar promoted his SoundCloud on Twitter. When X got out, he quickly went on tour and released new music. He became known for his experimentation with the art form and pulling from dozens of different genres as well as the political messages of his work. Some tracks were calm, peaceful, and thoughtful, while others were indiscernible, raw, angry emotion. In 2018, X was murdered while shopping for a new motorcycle at the
early. Oh, I didn't talk.
I usually have an answer to the question, but this time I'm gonna be quiet. This time, ain't nothing like the feeling of uncertainty, the eeriness of silence. This time it was so unexpected. Last time it was the drugs he was lacing. All legends fall in the making. Sorry, truth, dying young, demon youth. What's the 27 club? We're making it past 21.
Oh, jeez.
These three young artists in just a few years introduced a level of personal emotion into their work that had not yet been seen in the rap industry, setting the precedent for millions of young men that it's okay to not be okay. Each of them have since had posthumous album releases, which have seen generally critical acclaim. Since then, many rappers have come up who speak of their mental health and their emotional well-being in their art, and that may not have been possible without the hard work and the sacrifice of Gustav Lil Peep R, Jose XXXTentacion Onfroy, and Jared Juice WRLD Higgins. They did a lot for this genre and these people. As you can tell, this means a lot to me. They spoke about emotions in a genre where no one was speaking about emotions beyond love, really. And they had such an impact. on the world, and Juice WRLD's first posthumous album would be Legends Never Die. I think it's very accurate that these legends will never die.
Oh. It's actually interesting because like a lot of the previous narrations were really like kind of like heavy with information, but this one's very emotional. And I kind of like this part. Like it's kind of interesting, like in a museum like this. You don't like really you're expected from narration, but
while America
works.
has historically criticized black rappers for glorifying drug abuse, gun violence, and the objectification of women, but at the same time, white Americans love to listen to those songs and refuse to listen to black people when they write about the issues in America they face. This is just a personal opinion, but I think it's telling that rock music has a lot of the same themes, and it's been glorified, and no one's really pointed out many of the issues. There's drug abuse and sexualization of women in rock music, but it's only an issue when it is present in rap, I guess, and
No.
the main difference is rock became very white while rap is very black. Rapper Eminem made an entire song about this topic, bluntly titled White America, in which he speaks on the inherent hypocrisy of white Americans judging himself and other rappers for the content of their music while also listening to it. Eminem spoke in his lyrics, "All I hear is lyrics, constant controversy, sponsors working round the clock to try to stop my concerts early. Surely hip-hop was never a problem in Harlem, only in Boston after it bothered the fathers of daughters starting to blossom. So now I'm catching the flack from these activists when they rag and act like I'm the first rapper to smack a bitch or say faggot." Eminem ends this track with the following speech. "So to the parents of America, I am the Derringer, aimed at little Erica to attack her character, the ringleader of this circus of worthless pawns, sent to lead the march right up to the steps of Congress and piss on the lawns of the White House, to burn the flag and replace it with a parental advisory sticker, to spit liquor in the faces of this democracy of hypocrisy. Fuck you, Miss Cheney. Fuck you, Tipper Gore. Fuck you with the freest of speech this divided states of embarrassment will allow me to have. Fuck you." The pop culture fame of rap music in mainstream America forced it into a position of criticism for decades, with its artists creating music about the life of someone growing up in urban black America, whilst the white American demographic was judging them at the same time as showing encouragement for those songs by buying and listening to them and
I've seen this one before. Now is this like how this kind of came about? It's like a sense. Oh my god. Kind of funny to just actually incorporate like this into their like music. Oh. I sampled it.
Gangsta rap would go well into the 2000s, thus creating a counterculture in the rap genre where more socially conscious and formal political commentary was present in the lyrics, and a softer sound would become the backing track to these lyrics. In the early 2000s, rap producer Kanye West started making his own tracks, and he would go on to transform the sound of rap forever. I cannot overstate enough how important like Kanye West was for rap. He, in like 5 years, 6 years, completely changed the rap genre. Like sampling was not done in this way before Kanye. He was crazy good at his work, and he completely changed the sound of rap going forward. Sampling was already a very popular part of rap music due to its hip-hop origin, but Kanye took it to the next level, making entire beats and songs of sampled works which were modified and combined with other samples to create totally new sounds. His debut album, The College Dropout, released in 2004, and featured at least a dozen different samples from soul and rhythm and blues music of the 70s. I looked it up, and there's even a song in one of his songs that is from 1901. With this softer soul sound and influence, in contrast to harsh gangster rap, also came more politically conscious lyrics. Kanye spoke on many of the same issues as the gang-affiliated rappers of the 80s and 90s, but in a more politically thought-provoking way, often questioning society on its views on race. Kanye's track Jesus Walk starts off saying, "We at war with terrorism, racism," and includes political lyrics like, "Getting choked by detectives, yeah, now check the method. They be asking us questions, harass and arrest us, saying we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast." West also comments on the fact that radios would only play the songs about topics which people found offensive. They say you can rap about anything except for Jesus. That means guns, sex, lies, videotape. But if I talk about God, my record won't get played, huh?
I don't think like I've really heard much of it. It's kind of interesting. I don't I guess like in this like kind of later part, like the narrations are like a bit more emotional.
We at war. We at war with terrorism, racism, but most of all, we at war with ourselves. God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. You know what the Midwest is, young and restless, but restless. Might snatch your necklace, and next is might jack your Lexus. Somebody tell you who Kanye West is. I walk through the valley of the shadow where death is. Top floor, if you alone and leave you breathless. Try to catch
I where the sampling things are though.
Choked by the Texas, yeah, and I check the method. They be asking us questions, harass and arrest us, saying we eat pieces of like you for breakfast, huh? Y'all eat pieces of what's the basis? We ain't going nowhere but got suits and cases. A trunk full of rental car from Avis. My mama used to say only Jesus could save us. Well, mama, I know I act a fool, but I'll be gone to November. I got to move. I hope God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now.
I would like need like a nice selected example just to understand the sampling, because if it's in the song I can't really tell. Okay, I think that I don't think there's anything back here. It was pretty cool. It's very sad with these two, but I kind of appreciate like the sort of emotional like narration for this part. Like I kind of wish like more of these had like more of that. Not specifically just like sad, but like this kind of like, you know, passion, like speaking about something, you know, they care about. Okay, I think that's the whole museum. Okay. So there was the brief history of African American Music Museum by Jewel. It's pretty cool like museum style world. So let's see what's next. Next one is Easy Shortcut by TitoCattoDeFerro, which is in the Tau category, so it's gonna be some kind of tool. Oh, so I need to lower the sounds again. There we go. So pull them up. So we're gonna check out this one. Let's have a look. Oh, it's very dark. Turn your shading distance and dashboard settings. Shadow quality to high. What is mine set to? Shadow distance. What if I have it high? Okay. Let's see. It's very atmospheric. I guess I'm supposed to go there, change the tag and try it out. Keypads. Oh. There's a shortcut installer. Let me save this. Click the button to install system on your avatar. Only work and activate their own shortcut system. Secure version coming soon. It's like a... Oh, okay. I've got a light. So I click it. Installed. So I don't know what it is. It's a bunch of like program flags, but all my shit. Oh, empty world. Performance testing. Oh, interesting. So they did a bunch of 6 buttons. Oh, that's pretty cool. They actually like did like profiling. I don't understand what it is though. Oh, desktop shortcut listener. Big issue, it's important for creators to make items system sufficient, which allows having multiple duplicates of efficient functional object duplication still be firm as issue, especially when system contains too many checks at point become redundant. When prefix can have accessibility problem with how much knowledge you need to create complex interactions. Resonite to create the system to remediate these issues. But does it like require me to take the flashlight to be able to read these? For the system, I'm focusing desktop shortcuts as I have no VR headset to test unique types of shortcuts. Setup system can allow ease of use for product class engineers. It can be written into a single product's node that can close the receiver and is now programmable with the sound tags contain different functions and features. Dynamic composer receiver requires tag that is combination of target and modifier, which are target muscular. I don't quite understand. So it's expressed. So do I need to like press the thing on my keyboard? What if I... Hold on, I could maybe focus this and open keyboard. X, does this work? No, hold on, let me try pressing X on my keyboard. See if there's anything. Okay. Oh, okay, that's turning lights on and off. Oh, okay. Oh, there's like X double tap. Okay, I see. So it's like, so like a response to things. So I double tap X and that triggers this. So it's like, oh, okay. So I guess it's like a system that does a bunch of like processing. It does a bunch of processing and then just sends like, it sends the process like events to the world. Pressed, released. F3 hold, shift out. Oh, interesting. So it's like keypad pressed. Let's try keypad. Ooh, oh, good. I have some tea on my desk and I don't want to knock it off. Ah. And I can press multiple. Okay. Interesting. This keys list. Like it says, doesn't actually go anywhere. I can test it. So... double tap. Because that way you don't have to like... I'm actually confused, why do you have to like set up on your avatar too? Modifier list, shift. So I guess it like, it just detects the keys and then it like... target trigger type modifier. It composes those. So there's examples. Okay, so let's try... F released. F released, and then it's shift Control Alt. Second, let's see, shift Control Alt. Oh, wrong button. Where's F? Am I pressing the right button? Okay. So that's F. Oh yeah, it works. Okay. And if I do just shift control, for example, assume that should just work, shift control. Yep, works. Okay. That's a pretty neat system. Makes it like easier to like make stuff like that works with keyboard. Okay, that's pretty neat. Especially if you're like a desktop user. ToraZo has the shadows thing because it would have worked even without that. But I'm just gonna turn it back down. There we go. Okay, it's a pretty cool system. So that was the easy shortcut by TitoCattoDeFerro. Let's see what we got next. Next one on the list is Nonograms by MineBoom, and this is World Game category, so let me show it on the camera so you can see which one we're going to. And I'll see if this is something I can apply by myself. It requires multiple people. I'll go on a pile over there. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Credits, Darius of resources, people and machines. Ooh, there's a folder. I'm gonna save the folder. Turbo source, kind of much like an MC. Okay, let's see. There's a puzzle. There's not much explanation. I guess I'll just figure it as I go. Oh, I guess not. Oop. Click the thing. Give me a second. I have no idea how this works. Give up. So that does sound. Yeah, I have no idea how this game works. Switch between filling, crossing out squares. I don't... I have no idea what any of this means, unfortunately. I assume this is just like some kind of puzzle game, but Oh boy. How many are there? 6. Oh boy. Yeah, I have no idea how this works, and there's not really much of an explanation or tutorial, unfortunately. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know how to play this. So it was Nonograms by MineBoom. I could definitely use like some kind of like a tutorial. Next one is The Castle by Lallander. This is in the World Social category. So let me show that one on the camera. So let's check this one out. Let's open it up. So this is probably just gonna be like a hangover with a good bunch of credits stuff. Star Chess, Welcome Castle. Oh, this is like chess themed Duke folder. I'm gonna save that. The first published World Castle it plays to share, play, discuss hexagonal games of all kinds, currently showcasing. Oh, that's kinda cool. More to come. Include rules of the variants, and the product position. So let's have a look. So there's Star Chess. I guess I'll check this first. I do like the idea of like, theme that's based around games. It's like a world that's like dedicated to like... It has like a snapper to it too. I have no idea how this chess works, but looks cool. Maybe there might be some rules. There's some music, some diagrams. I like how the world is itself is kind of themed. Star Chess, I have no idea how this plays. There's a tunnel. Is this... Oh, this is the... more types of chess. Oh, I can like grab these. Oh, there's like some rules like on how they move. Okay, so there's just like different variants of chess, and like I guess these have like different like move sets. So I think this one is the... Which one is this? If I go back, that's the Glinsky. Oh, they've got also the process, like for modeling. Hexagon, standard board, SketchUp. Oh, they use SketchUp. Gallery, McGUI, let's see this one. McGUI? Oh, okay, so this is also like hexagonal, but different starting configuration and maybe different rules, I guess? Okay. I saw a centerpiece, so I'm gonna check that out. Is this like an Easter egg? Oh, there's 2-player. Oh, I can like just play here. Oh, this is like instancer, okay. So I can play these. McGUI. Oh, there's a Bizarro. Oh, I have no idea what this one is. I've never seen this one before. Is this like for 6 players? It's like a hexagon, like full hexagon one. There's the Star Chess. No idea how that one works. Good Glinsky. Ooh, this one's like... I like the colors on this one. So it's like for 3 players. Like how, like the... It's like one golden one. And that's the McGUI. It also has similar color style. Okay. That's pretty cool world. I just gonna have like more for the actual rules, but I do like the idea of like I do like the idea of like, kind of being built around like socializing around these kind of games. So that was The Castle by Lallander. So let's see what we've got next. Next one in the list is Pulse in the Ground by Poco Poco. Oh, I'm sorry. There was open session of that. Pulse in the Ground by Torazo, which is in the art category. I don't think I've seen like a art one yet. So let's check this one out. Pulse in the Ground. Oh, there's a butterfly. Important for experience. Please be advised this artwork involves experience where viewer themselves will undergo sensation of falling. Individuals with acrophobia, fear of heights, or those health concerns can request the frame for experiencing this artwork. Artwork includes sequences with intense flashing light. I'm fine with all of those. Request for cooperation. This artwork is designed for all participants to share collective experience. We kindly request that host and all members of the viewing party are present before pressing start button. Okay, makes sense. It's interestingly chunky, even though it's just oh my, why is it getting so chunky? Okay, it's loaded, so I'm gonna press start. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh wow. I see what I mean by falling. Let me switch. Ooh, butterflies. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It's like you just kind of experience it as you fall by. Oh my god, there's eyes. Ooh, wow. It's just the camera bit so I can better see what I'm seeing. Oh wow, and it's just kind of going through things. That is an interesting idea. So it's like I kind of like just stop and oh, and I'm on the water. Oh, that's cool. Fall through. I'm supposed to be trying to align with these. They kind of like. I can't really just like come and watch these to whiz by so fast. Ooh, that's all cool. I'm going like through fish. Ooh, that's cool. Like gears. Ooh, and this is like actual scan. Ooh, and I'm going through clouds now. Ooh, it's going to purple like a mist. Here's some of the brushes. I'm just super my own legs. Oh. Ooh. Oh, what are these things? Ooh. Some like Neo's Genesis Evangelion. Oh wow. Definitely flashing lights, yeah. Oh, and it looks like I fell down on the... That's actually pretty cool. I like the idea of experiencing art, like you just kind of fall through it. It's like a very interesting concept. What are these things? Making. Ooh, they actually showed the ones they draw with a paint. Ooh, what is that? Is it a blender? Toad brush. Oh, they made some little stuff in toad brush too. Look at all the mothers. Star button. Ooh, they got they got like a storyboard. Still falling, yes. That's a long fall. I kinda like this. What is this thing? It's pretty. Created by Torazo, Gallitagen. Created, plus on the ground, plus used. A world where failed loading screen becomes a grand experience. The world was born from making inspiration, infinite flow occurs and there's... Oh my god. Oh, so that's actually inspired like when you just start falling in the Resonite when the world isn't loaded. That is pretty cool. Witness users creating default grid space. Where there is inside of the ground. That is very cool. Look at the trailer. Is this doing drone filming? A lot of videos like are work in progress. Also like when it's kind of like an idea like this to like build around like some core idea and see like where it takes you. Okay, that was pretty cool. So it was Pulse on the Ground by Torazo. Let's see what we got next. Next one is World Tour Session.JP. Is this, actually wait, is this a world? I think this might not be actual entry, hold on. I will have to check on that one. MMC world, it looks like it might be. Is it? Okay, let's check it out. I think it is actually entry. There's also like an open session of it, so that's kind of why I was confused. So we have the Warp Tour Session.JP by Sumutemi. Let's open it up. Ooh, it's taking a bit to load. I was taking a good chunk to load. Ah. These might be like one of those like meta entries. Resonite. Bunch of posters. Old library. Those are cool. That's the trailer. Kickoff. This calendar. Oh, it's like it's in Japanese. Okay, does this just have like all the worlds? Oh yeah, there we go, Avatar. And just like a word browser where you can like go to all the other entries. Social, word misc, narrative. Okay, that's pretty cool. Meme, misc. Retriever, semi-public. I'm gonna save this. And this. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like how it's kind of organized. Like, is it a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, into hexagon. This is good, like, for people exploring the MMC worlds and seeing, like, all the stuff that's made, like, in this manner. Okay. But it was the World Tour Session.JP by Sumutemi. Let's see what we've got next. Next one on the list is Rabbit Android's Tachyon by Ata, which is in the Avatar category, so we're gonna be checking out an Avatar. Let's have a look. There we go, so expression tool. Okay, setup, select your avatar. Characters 8. Rabbit, this is Rabbit themed robot. When it jumps, it boosters on its hips fire. In VR mode, you can change facial expressions in left controller. It's made in Blender and Substance Painter. So let's give it a try. Ooh, okay, I've got my hands. I'm gonna adjust the camera. Doesn't really have. Okay, has eye tracking. Oh, interesting, it's linked. I can't, like, change eyes individually. Okay, there we go. Oh my. Yep, so when I jump, there's, like, a little booster. That is actually pretty cool. I wish, like, more people did, like, effects like this. Okay. Let's see, we've got boost on, there's also a toggle for it. How did you change the expressions? There's a... Okay, set up and select. Does this add a thing? I don't know how this actually adds expressions. Oh, there's stuff, handgun. I don't know how this works. I think, like, it would already be, like, set up. But those. Unsigned index. I don't know what it's supposed to do, like, if it already has things, or if it needs to be set up. Lip sync. I don't quite understand. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know. Avatar seems cool. I'm gonna save it to my MMC collection. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So, why am I dying? There we go. So it was the Rabbit Android Tachyon as an avatar. So let's see what we've got next. And next one we've got 360 VideoPlayer by Revi, which is in the World Social category. Interesting. So we're gonna go... Oh, I don't need to adjust the camera because it was right at the edge. So let's check out this world. So looks like it's just like a platform, and there's like a video that I think it's loading. A real-time reflection probe. There's a button for it. There we go. Lions 360 National Geographic. Ooh, okay. Let's do the real-time reflection probe.
It is not often a mother
Actually, wait, was it on? I think it was already on.
But it happens.
So essentially just like a world to like do... Oh my god, it's a giant lion. Well, it looks giant from this perspective, from my perspective right now.
Knowing what might happen if they return is always on the lookout. There's a threat out there.
360 video.
But
I can just drop a 360 video here and watch it. It's kind of interesting concept, just watching it with like with your friends on like a platform. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Okay, it's a pretty simple world, but if you want to watch a 360 video together, like this might be one way to do it. So that was the 360 video player by Revi. Let's see what's next. Next one we've got the Gluthulhu realm, which is a meme category by LuxKitty. So let's check this out. I think this might be the first meme category world that I'm going to on my world hopping. It's probably like a Cthulhu like reference. Oh boy, this stinks. Credux, LuxKitty, Nitra, Sylvia, Animator, Berserk, and Code. There's a thankful thing here. What are those things? It's like... Oh my god, Gloopy, is that like when the mesh wheels are exploding, or... Oh my god, I swear... I think it might be, maybe. I figured to be. I think it might be when the like meshes are exploding. It looks like it, but I'm not 100% sure. It's actually funny. I was hoping somebody would like make something with that, if that's what it is. Yep. I mean, it looks cool. It looks like some abstract art and like this whole museum style. Figure E, figure... Well... What? Oh. Oh, the beauty and the beauty... And as beautiful as our glueful end. Yeah, I think that's the bug. I think this is from that bug. It's beautiful. Bounce, bounce, collect, glue stick. It does make like interesting abstract art. No diagram of the universe can show the chaos of glue. No diagrams, no maps. Yeah. Did glue combine the elements or create them? They're actually pretty cool looking. Oh glue, have mercy. The glue in question. Yeah. Oh, that's why it's Gluthulhu's realm, because glue. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Oh my god. Oh, there's a... From only one code and loop through the glue was risen and mighty spiraling tree. Book of Glue, chapter 3, section 4. Yeah, they had like a lot of fun with it. Sorry, because like this would also work as an art entry too. Though it looked in a shape to be flowering plant, in place of nectar was again the substance holding it together, as did all things of the realm. Actually wrote, oh, this is actually cool looking. As the glue took hold, the simpler shapes began to twist and grow, and engulfed the ring they had been placed against. The examination of glue now banned. It would be a new world with new rules, the new life this could bring, could captivate a community of minds. Would anything from our world would survive the grand gluing, alas. Jonathan Maker, future. I saw twin comets, their impossible shape now so familiar. Their remarkable color was not unlike the beautiful chaos of the glue. Could this be the source? Glue revelations. This is beautiful. Let's see what more do we got. Okay, so it opens up here, there's some moving stuff. Oh, that is... Oh, jeez. Oh, that's so weird looking. That is kind of cool. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, this is very like abstract. This is like, I mean, it's like a meme, but it's also kind of like artistic, and like the way they actually approach this and have fun with it. It's very like abstract world. Okay, there's so much here. Okay, I think that's everything. I think I went to all the rooms. There's also this section. Oh, there's something glooby. It's the glooby. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. See? Glooby. Perfect. Oh yeah, the credits. Idea materials, monstrosities, experimentation, monstrosities, more building, model museum design, others, monstrosities. I'm glad the bug led to this thing. So it was the Gluthulhu's realm by LuxKitty. Let's see what do we get next. Next one we have let's see, Photonic Symphony by Team Lagom, and this is in the World Game category, so let's check this one out. So I'm gonna open it up. I'll see if this requires multiple players. If it does, I'll have to return to this a bit, but I have multiple people with me. Team Lagom proudly presents Photonic Symphony. Click for behind the scenes, not yet. Okay, I'm kind of curious. I like the presentation, it's very interesting. Ooh, and there's like a thing. Oh, why is it going away? Open play space. Go complete tutorials first. Tutorials. Warning, some levels are based on level of progression. To further game, complete all 10 tutorials to unlock some toys. Why is it like it's freaking out when I get close? Play next tutorial. Settings, colorblind, particle triangles, let's find level editor. Tutorial. What do I do? Oh, stuff is happening. Sound levels, what am I supposed to do? So there's a thing, do I just... Oh. Okay. So it's like looping around. Am I supposed to like hit the thing? Interesting, so it's like orbiting. A little bit higher. Oh no, it's too high. I don't... More collider. Oh, okay, so that's a collider for the wall. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I think I did something. Oh, there's a thing coming down. Okay. Oh, so it needs to match the color. Okay, so that needs to hit. So I need to like create like an orbit that hits the thing. And like this seems to... There's like a black hole. And I can't like just shoot it direct. Oh yeah, I can't shoot it directly. Am I hitting it? I don't think I'm hitting it. I'm very close. I'm kind of hitting it. Yeah. It's making sounds, okay. And this one... This gives me like vibe of like the old school like VR things. Okay, is that it? It's making music, so I think I'm doing it right. Yep. Nothing's coming out. Ooh, so combine them. So you have to combine colors. Okay, so we've got... So we need to make yellow. Can I just shoot this one straight up? And then this one... Ooh, I wonder how they like do the colorblind mode. It's really like abstract and style game, but it looks very cool. Okay. Oh. Oh, did I do it? It's fine. Okay. I think I just need to get close enough. Oh, some collectors need to be fed for emitter to turn on. Okay. So this needs to be fed. Okay, so I need to feed this red. So I feed this one. And that turns this one on. Yep, it's glowing. Yay. It's pretty. Yay. Welcome to the world of obstacles. Some can be moved, some can be rotated, they all have their own unique little quirk. Let's start with something simple. Okay. Simulate Sonata. Oh, interesting. This goes like into... I don't want it to be louder. What's this thing? Okay, I can move it. Oh, it bounces. Okay. So it's the green one. What if I just... Does this affect them? Oh yeah, it does, okay. A little bit to the right. A little bit more to the right. And lower. Why is it not hitting it? Wait, what? That's weird. What's going over? Do I need to like use it to curve around? Okay. Or is this what's causing... I don't quite understand what this one's doing. It seems to be repelling it. Fusion? Oh, now I'm hitting it. I'm actually overshooting a little bit. Okay, the one's getting charged now. I need to hit the other one. I like how the music actually swells up. Oh, this is going inside here. It's eating them. That's sort of hard to hit. Do I need to like put it somewhere in the middle? Yeah, no, it's not hitting that either. Okay, where will this shoot? So do I use this to hit it from the side? That way both sides should be able to reach it. Oh, now it's actually bouncing off. Hmm. I'm not hitting it anywhere close. They might be losing too much like velocity. Why don't I just put it at the top? Oh, I see it kind of like spirals around. Am I hitting it again? That one's a bit hard to figure out now. Oh. Oh wait, what if I let it bounce off the floor? So actually intentionally go higher. When I'm bouncing off that thing. That's kinda hard. Almost. Oh no, it's bouncing over the thing. How am I supposed to hit it? Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm hitting it. I have to do the other one. It does sound like the Moonlight Sonata. It's like celestial mechanics. I'm sure it takes a while to get like feedback on what the changes do. What do I make this bounce to? Can I do that? I could go higher. Okay, that's over, it just overshoots. I'm gonna hit the thing. Getting close. Scared for the actual game. This is the like tutorial. This is hard. I can't move the other thing because it's gonna break that one. Oh. Damn. It's also this thing's in the way. Actually, I'm kind of curious Oh, so that just shows colors, okay. What do I pause it? Okay. Wait, did it move? Oh no, there we go. So if I go too high, I can only rely on bounce. A little bit to the left. Feels like it's not really doing much, it's like being pulled. I think that's working. Is it close enough? Just slightly. Okay, I should be hitting it. There we go. Hey. Okay, what's next? Oh, where did the thing go? Oh boy. Oh boy. So we got these. Oh, these are linked. Okay. It's like solving complex equation. Okay, it's getting curved here. It's a pretty strong effect. Yeah, there's like so many variables with this. I don't even know like where to like place this one. Oh, they're like getting all bounced back. Where is it even coming from for these? Or this one? It's like it would be simple to get it there, but it's not. Does it like matter where I put these? Can I solve it with these being in any position? I'm gonna... I'm gonna pause it for a second. I'm just gonna drink some tea. There we go, I return full of tea. Okay, let's see, I can hit this one. There we go. Okay, this one's getting charged, then I need to hit that one. At least they're not influencing each other. That would be like impossible to solve, I feel. There we go. Oh, I hit it, but then I change it back. Come on. There we go, now I'm hitting this one. This one. Oh my god, did I just solve all of it? Yep. Come on. Ooh, pretty. Wait, how did it burst? And spaceship flies by. Or flies into the thing. More tutorial. Okay. Okay, there's this thing. Oh, what was that? Just put it like there. Let's see. Almost. If I do too much, it's gonna fall. There we go. Aha. So I got this one. This one's like almost hitting it. Bounces. Okay. Move this way. Let's look. Nope. I'm missing it. Feels like it's making it worse. Try the other direction, maybe? Maybe I should try bouncing off the floor. Huh? Oh my god, I'm right at like the edge of it. Oh, no, that went further away. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think this one's getting charged. Yay. Okay. And now I'll do the red one. Okay, that one got kinda close. Oh, so close. Aha. Yay. It's making music. More. Okay, let's see. Oh, so this has like one that needs to be enabled. So this one... Oh, what is that? There's also this small obstacle. It seems pretty strong. Oh, I see. So there's the green one. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's gonna go inside. Can I use this one? Aha! There we go. This activates this one. Actually, if these are the tutorials, I'm kinda scared what's the actual game gonna be. Okay, this is gonna be a lot more difficult. I can't move the thing. I think pull toward the center is making this more difficult. Okay, I can't go straight on. Kinda like make it bounce. Okay, that one is getting close. Very close. Aha! There we go. So now I just need to hit over there. I guess the main difficulty is kind of just takes a bit to figure out the adjustments. Since you're changing the curve as I go, but because the particles are like traveling, the feedback on the change, they're slow. It's definitely curving it pretty heavily. The problem is I can't move that one now because that would screw up all the others. So I kind of have to work with what I've got. I was getting it close. But this direction? Oh, that makes it go not too much upwards. Yeah, it's curving in one direction. It's like slingshot it. Oh. Oh, it's just like it's cutting a lot. Small adjustments. Some are hitting it. I guess that's enough. I think that'll be enough. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. I'm just getting a bit repetitive though. I'm trying to see how many maps there are. Oh, there's quite a bit. I might how to like some of them because oh, what? What's that? Did I break it? Huh? I think I broke it. Okay, map levels. Backplate. Oh, I think that's the one I just started. Plate. I don't think these really have like... It's just kind of combinations of like the similar... Oh, and I keep breaking it. Mountain of Rain. Oh no, I keep breaking it now. Mountain of Rain. It's kind of like the same... It's not really too much like new in each level, it's just kind of like different configurations of stuff, but... Well, it kind of wears out a bit. New... Okay. I don't want to check the... I don't want to check the level editor once it stops breaking. So there's the settings, there's credits. Got Team Lagom, get Fuzzy, Moby gratis, Basement, shared print by Resonite, Gallitagen. It's opening links. Big thank you to everyone to come visit the workshop. It's very pretty, it's very like chill. Credits, where was the level editor? Oh, there we go, toggle level editor. Okay, blue repulsor. Oh. So you can like put things in like... So I think that's the audio. So it composes together as you do things. Difficulty level. A pulsar pass through. Oh. Okay, so can combine them. Oh, so it like kind of checks sources can be. Level seems okay. Wait, is this just... Can I like position them? I don't know what these do. Oh, it gives like a floppy. I'd like to make a level editor. I don't know how you actually import stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, that just goes in. I've already imported. Okay, so I can just name it test. I enable everything. Oh, so this is like... Okay. Oh, so I'm just toggling level editor for... Wait, where did my test go? Toggle level editor... Because these are the ones I need to like enable them. And you can't like position them, I think. Test, play next test. Okay, yeah, I guess like you can't position them, just kind of like assigns them randomly. Okay. It's a pretty cool, chill game. It's like interesting concept with particles. Oh, there's a thing here. Go complete tutorials first. Got the behind the scenes. Oh, we've got like a bunch of protoflags, things. It's colorful. Idea board, clean all the things. Oh, the base mesh. What is the base mesh? I'm gonna save it. Music. It's very colorful. Nope, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. But why? Okay, so it's a pretty cool game called Photonic Symphony by Team Lagom. So let's see, I might do one more. Or do like some quick ones. I'll have to be like hopping out in a bit. So the next one that seems quick enough is Ultralight OSC Mute Helper by Cyan Tabby. So this is in the tau category, so let's check it out. I'm not sure I'll be able to use this one. It might require a thing. Oh, it's like a macro. As an example, message with a cat, description, optimize mute helper, tool to improve communication, specific SC messages. Okay, current audio queue, rich text. Title comfortable with a minimal slot count. Text file. Oh, okay. A code. So it's like a macro. I see client from phone or PC application. So it's just pretty much like whatever we can send OSC, kind of like then display things. Macro script as an example. Messages by tapping on their phone. That's pretty cool. OSC server. I don't know if we can do it in VR easily. OSC server. Mute helper, slot anywhere on your avatar. So I'm gonna grab dev tools so I can have one at hand. Tools. I'm gonna save these just so I can have quick access, since I might need it for some other entries. Let's see. Pen inspector, or there it is. Oh, that's actually cool, they can show things. Avatar, adjust scale, equip avatar, set user, accept OSC connection request. That's very like lightweight. It's pretty cool. And there's an example message for a cat. A blue cat. Equip avatar. Okay. So I don't have a thing to like send the messages, but like this seems like pretty like simple and easy enough and very optimized. It's a very like minimal one. It's very pretty cool like using OSC for this kind of thing. Okay. So it was ultralight OSC mute helper. Definitely very light. I wish there was like a thing to just like send a message just to kind of see it in action, but that was the example. Okay, let's see what else should be a quick one. Next one that seems pretty quick is called CollectPaws by Tobs. So let's check it out. This is in the other category in MISC. So open this up. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's this. It is CollectPaws. It's like Connect 4. I'm gonna save that. How to play, players make turns, placing coin slots, coins fall down. If the 5 coins were color, they don't have to be sequential. Okay, so I put one there. Oh, that's cool. This like it swaps on the other side. It's gonna be like zoop. 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 Just gonna play against myself. I like how it kind of swaps like to the other side. It's pretty cool. Like, alright, that's pretty cool. Like, mechanic. Just goes back and forth. You lost. You won. Nice. This is pretty cool. It's very simple but effective. You can just play quickly and you can spawn this out in any world. I wonder if it's called CollectPaws. I thought it would like be like paw themed or something, but yeah, you can just spawn it anywhere and just play. Is there a way to reset it? Do I have to just spawn it again, or I don't see any way to reset it. Oh, to reset. Oh, press the button. Oh, there's a reset. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, nice and simple. So it was CollectPaws by Tobs. Nice little game. Next one. I'm just going through the ones that like seem simple now because I don't have as much time. Next one is WhoSpawned by hennnatori, which is in the Tau category. Let me get the order orb so you can look. So let's check it out. WhoSpawned. This tool displays ID of the user who spawned the object. The text has persistent set to false, so probably won't be saved. Only one text should attach to the same object, but depends on how it's made. Please use it within 4 meters of the target object. You can grab and delete the text. Interesting. So, okay. So it just says it on there. So just hit it. It's always gonna be me because I can grab the text and destroy it. Okay, that's also like pretty nice and simple. Since I'm the only user in the world, like there's not gonna be anyone else like showing it, but I figure this works. Do it's supposed to. Okay, I'm actually gonna save this tool, and this is nice and simple. It just shows the text. Oh, the only thing would be the harder to remove the text, but yeah, it's pretty neat. So there was WhoSpawned. It does what it says on the tin. another one that looks simple enough. Let's see. It's going to be a little bit more complicated, but this is in the tau category. Is Morse decoder by Gallitagen. So let's check that one out. This is in the tau category. Okay, so we've got the international Morse code. There's this text, so I'm gonna click the cube. Doesn't work with multiple people in the world. Oh no. Okay, so you just I thought it was gonna be okay, let's do it like SOS. What? Where'd it go? Don't need to wait. Okay, so I need to wait for it. That's all I know. But I guess it can be like 1. Good 1. We can do F. R. FR. Why is it adding spaces? Is it because I waited too long? Rugs. U. And S. There we go. Okay, seems simple enough. There's not really a way to reset it that I can tell though. Is there like a quick to use my... I think I would need like a little more UI and work with multiple users, but it's pretty neat. It works. Okay, so there was Morse decoder by Gallitagen. Okay, I'm gonna check for a few more short ones. Just gonna get through stuff. What could be a quick one? So next one, I'm just looking like ones that just have like great space. So there's another in tau category, simple Wavepoint system by MUSTARDWARE. So let's check this one out. Open this up. Oh, is it? How did they know? It's a stereo now. I think might have renamed the group maybe. Okay, so we got a Wavepoint system. Hello, this was supposed to be a tower reference project, but lost motivation unfortunately, but you can mess around with dynamic waypoint system made using spatial variables. It's dynamic, just duplicate one of the waypoints, rotate it, visible to reset position, entry by epic Easton. Okay. Changeable source, get forward. Okay, so let's see. Oh, so that's the whole thing. Wait, you can't corrupt these. Nope. How do I duplicate? Well, good thing I saved the developer tooltip. Okay, so I can open it up. Game, waypoints. So if I do that, is it gonna go up? Oh, it just... Oh, I see. Okay, so it just does that until it hits something. Oh, I see. Okay, so I see how it works. Okay. Well, that's simple enough. That's kind of interesting, but you have to make sure, like, you don't, you don't know to escape, which I just did. So if I do this... Okay, yep. Okay, I get it. Okay. Simple enough system. Sad they lost their motivation, but it's good like they're still kind of shared, I think. So it was a simple wavepoint system by Terracos. Where's the camera? There we go. And just check the time. I can do one more quick one, I think, maybe. Let's see. I get through a bunch, like small ones. Did this one. Let's try this one. So the next one is Circle Evaluation Brush by Sinduy. Let's check that one out. And this is also in this is in the ESD category. So it's gonna be something likely. We also got a big pen, we got a bunch of protoflags. Windows XP inspector, how to work. Multiply two evaluation items, convert to percentage. Determine how much circle is drawn relative to its center. Divide angle interval. Okay, so let's just try using the pen. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That's cool. So this is like literally figuring out how well I draw a circle. And figures out... Oh, that's cool. Okay. That is very cool. So they had to do a lot of like math to figure out how circular is your circle. Oh my god, I've done it, but now I'm like, now it's hard. This is my best circle. Probably shouldn't be using the one with all the protoflags. Convert points per frame to points per interval. Calculate some using arithmetic mean of input data, so I got like all the math for it. Aha, normal vector closest. Actually, it's like some of this math, but it's kind of impressive they implemented in protoflags. For calculating like a plane from things. Find vectors, orthogonal. That is very cool though, very impressive. Coefficients minimize sum compared to radial distances. It's a little bit scattered. How to use, caution, do not repeatedly press the trigger button while pen is equipped, this might cause unexpected bugs. Oh no. Sinduy, creators comment, how'd you give me an idea? Draw perfect circle challenge, so I start development. Various trials and errors. I learned a lot while doing this project. That's awesome. Thanks to this, I studied math. I roughly organized what I learned as well, so it helps many people. Thank you, Haja, for proving one problem. All failures under one floor, so please take a look if you're interested. Oh, okay. Literally sweeping another floor. Failure 1, least square similar. Failure 2. Directly with flags, but abandoned after finding... Oh my god. Try to solve matrix equation directly with flags, but abandoned after finding a node. As it goes. This is very cool, and some stuff worked really well. So this is pretty cool. Like, they could make like a game out of it. Oh my god, I got a really good circle first, and now I'm like, I can get a good one. It seems to do like a weird thing at the beginning, though. Okay, if I draw a square, this is not a very good circle. Very bad circle. I like how it like just visualizes like What if I just do like... Surprised that it gets that much score. But it seems to work well enough. Oh my god, I got like a really good circle and now I can't replicate it. Oh my god. No, it is pretty cool. So that was the Circle Evolution brush by Sinduy. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end this here now. Make sure to switch to the moving camera so it's a little bit nicer. I should get a bunch of the worlds, and I'm gonna continue with the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Thank you for making all the cool things. Wow.